Hello everyone, I'm back with part 2 of this video. A lot of you guys are asking me what is a base? And no, I'm not talking about acid and bases like in chemistry. I'm talking about when I mean base, I mean, for example, grams, seconds, liters, meters. For example, a lot of you have heard of kilometer. Where does that come from? Well, that means there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. You've heard of centimeters. That means that there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So I want you guys to kind of piece this together. If you choose, for example, base, then that means you can have a terameter, you can have a gigameter, you can have a megameter, you can have a kilometer, you can have a hectometer, you can have a decameter, you can have a decimeter, centimeter, millimeter, micrometer, nanometer, picometer, femtometer. So what I'm saying is these at the top, the one in the rectangle, are the prefixes. Meter, liter, gram, second would be the bases. That's part 1 of what I wanted to cover in this video. And part 2 of what I wanted to cover in this video is to do some more conversions with you guys, because I know it kind of takes you like a second to kind of, assimilate the material and to understand what you're actually doing. So I want to go back to this as a recap from the last video. You can have 2 ways of doing it, but that doesn't mean you're going to end up with different answers. You're going to end up with the same exact answer. It's just a different way of seeing it. So in the last video, as a fresh recap, if you have, and no, I'm not good at drawing, so yes, I'm going to do stick figures, and let's say they're both guys, okay? So, and they are brothers. Well, actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's say one is going to be the dad and one is going to be the child. Okay, so he can say, I'm his kid, or I'm his son, or the other one can say, he is my father. So it is the same thing, like the same thing. So to say I am his son or he is my father is the exact same thing. It's just 2 ways of flipping the same coin. So to go back into this, you can say, again, I have 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram, or you can say I have 1 times 10 to the negative 3 grams in 1 milligram. So again, use one method and stick with it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just grab what your brain understands and comprehends. So to go back and reiterate this idea, if you have, for example, 100 kilograms and you want to go to micrograms, well, you can say, okay, I have 100 kilograms. In 1 kilogram, there's 1,000 grams. And you can say there's 1 times 10 to the negative 6 grams in 1 micrograms. Or you can do the same thing and you can say, well, but in the same side of the coin, I could actually also say that in 1 gram, there is 1 times 10 to the 6 micrograms. Again, you're going to end up with the same answer. And it's going to end up being 1 times 10 to the 11th, I believe. Let me pull out my calculator. Yes, it's going to be 1 times 10 to the 11th. So 100 times 1,000 divided by 10 to the negative 6. And yes, it's going to be 1e11, or 1 times 10 to the 11th power. Again, there's 2 ways of looking at it, but it's the same thing. It's just opposite sides of the coin. And something else that I really want to have you have down pat is the fact that if you have something in a numerator, what I mean by that is this: it needs to cancel with the units in the denominator. If not, you're going to end up with a squared or a cubed, and you're going to end up with the wrong answer. So make sure that whatever you're doing, it cancels. So going here, 100 kilograms in kilograms. So kilograms cancels with kilograms. Grams cancels with grams. And you end up with micrograms. Okay, and don't forget writing down your units. Same thing here. You have kilograms and kilograms, they cancel. Then you have grams and grams, they cancel. And again, you end up with your micrograms. So actually, I'm going to do that a different color. This is your answer, what you end up with. So make sure whatever you have in the numerator cancels with the denominator, and you are left with the units that you are looking for in the problem. In this example, it's micrograms, and that's what you end up with. And make sure that you're writing the right thing. Like, I can't put 1 times 10 to the negative 6 micrograms in a gram because I would get the wrong answer. I have to say 1 times 10 to the 6 micrograms in a gram, and I have to say 1 times 10 to the negative 6 grams in a microgram. So going here, again, I have 1 times 10 to the negative 3 grams in a milligram and 1,000 milligrams, or another way of putting it is 1 times 10 to the 3 milligrams in a gram. So it is going to take definitely some practice on your part. Again, reiterating, these grams cancel with these grams, and you are left with the milligrams that are what you're looking for. Again, these grams cancel with these grams, and you are left with your milligrams. And it's the same answer. You just have to make sure that you're writing the correct material. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please follow me here and on YouTube, and thanks again for watching.